back to the channel. Today we're back with another video. We got a little something a little different. Now, besides, not even gonna lie, I was about to say besides every once in a while, I would not respond to comments unless, something like, I'm just like, it's not worth my time. But I'm very bad at that, I'm even gonna lie. I'm bad at texting back too. That's crazy, and I got a whole main channel description down below. Got a whole series in there talking about, and I can't get a text back. But more recently, I've been purposely replying less to do this video. Now, this is recorded on the 11th. I'm thinking about making this a reoccurring thing, so whether I actually reply here, reply with a comment, or reply in both ways, or sometimes I'm just gonna miss your comment, or I'm not gonna even know what to say to your comment, or you're one of those, so you get no attention. If some reason you're still subscribed to my channel, you know who you are. Plan it up. I don't gotta finish the rest, bro. I don't have to finish the rest. You know who you are. But before we get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. Now we gonna start from a couple months ago. But we got 3 months ago. Just talking about Fear the Walking Dead. I consider season 3, episode 16 to be the last episode of the show. You'll see when you get there. You'll see when you get to season 4 through 6. It's crazy because some people said 6 is a good one. So hopefully, because I've been hearing maybe Morgan's going back into some clear mode season 6. So that might make me feel a little bit better about that one. But season 4 and 5, no sir. Season 3, literally the things that I've talked about, if they were eradicated from that season, I feel like that could have been a good season. Season 2 started terrible, got good, and then season 1, it just wasn't enough. This person says in my Welcome to Raccoon City trailer reaction, I saw the movie, it was trash. There was like, I don't know if I'm about to get into that. In the final chapter, Wesker, because I was talking about they really killed Wesker with a door in the movies, the Paul W.S. Anderson movies. In the final chapter, Wesker killed all the main game characters, took the cure to eliminate his powers to prepare for the new world without humans, and eventually in the end, the door fell on his leg, trapping him before he got blown up by a grenade. And a stupid death because of his stupid decision to get rid of his powers. It was an understandable decision. The movie version of Wesker had a Las Plagas parasite fighting for his body and mind control instead of the progenitor virus. Wow, I didn't even do that either. I didn't see the final chapter because I'm like, you have to catch me. Retribution was trash. I mean, granted, most of the movies were trash, but like I can at least watch them. Retribution, I was just like, no sir, throw the whole franchise away. At least this version managed to accomplish what his game counterpart couldn't, and didn't have fucking kids like, what the fuck is Jake Mueller? It's Mueller, by the way. Speaking of Mueller, I've played a character named Mueller in a zombie apocalypse. His name was Nick Mueller. But you gonna have to find that link on your own, bro. Simple. But I think Jake was the better parts of Resident Evil 6. So that's tough. I can't really say much in that part. This person also said he died by a door. You look like Azers from this picture. I didn't click and try to get closer view, but Resident Evil 6 is badass too. I don't know if you're talking about the game or the movie. If it's the movie, absolutely not. The game, parts of it falls very flat. CGI is in every movie too. Da da da. I don't know if we. I don't even remember what I said in the video. I remembered I said something about CGI, but I'm not one of those people who be like, talking crazy about CGI. If it looks trash, I'm gonna say it looks trash. But like, sometimes CGI looks fine to me, and then I get online and people are like, "What was the CGI right here?" And I'm like, "Oh, it looked perfectly fine to me." All right, hopefully I remember to blur this out. But spoiler alert for Fear the Walking Dead, if you actually even care. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter with now the news that they just dropped. But Kim Dickens fought to stay in the show against the showrunners when they told her they were killing her off. She didn't want off the show. She was fired to bring in Morgan over to make him the lead. Morgan's my guy, but that was absolutely trash. This person is saying, now Fear the Walking Dead is no good without Madison. I wasn't even really a big Madison person. Madison, like, she had her moments, and sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? But the thing is, you can see that it was forced. That was the thing that makes it worse. It was forced, and y'all story structure made it super trash. This person says they really made an episode of them doing just mundane tasks. You don't know? I'm about to say this video for later, because I'm talking about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead at a point when I always had this in my favorite show. So, by the way, those couple times when I said in Game of Thrones, when people were like, "Hey, don't like come watch Game of Thrones, like this is trash." Walking Dead was the show that they're talking about, and I'm like, bro, can I just like recommend Game of Thrones? Stop trying to trash on what I'm watching, bro. But yeah, the episode was literally just them, like it was a character fixing a bike and a character fixing food. That was the episode. I'm not even joking to you. I mean, it was COVID, but you could do different stories. Like, I'm not even about to get into that. This person, they got two comments. This episode is so good, it somehow made the last two episodes worth it. This episode is about Negan, not the Saviors. We're talking about Here's Negan, season 10, episode 22 of The Walking Dead. I think he had another comment, but I replied to it. He said, how do you think it's trash or something? And I was like, what do you mean I liked the episode? I literally said, well, I'm not going to say like quote what I said, but I don't remember the specific words. But basically, I was saying that I would have liked to seen as much as we saw in the comic version of Here's Negan. Like here's Negan in the show was like, spent more time with his wife. Actually, did spend more time? No, I spent about the same amount of time on his wife. I didn't like them giving him the last name Smith. I hated that shit. That was the one thing I hated. But I didn't like how, and it's the fault of this episode and then the actual kind of season finale. But in the comics, he breaks his bat on Beta. This one he breaks it on some random zombie. Like, it's not the same. But he was saying this episode is about Negan, not the Saviors. I'm saying the comic book version was him starting the Saviors. I didn't say, hey, have a whole 30-minute scene focus on Simon and Lord. No. I said him meeting and creating, like, establishing, okay, this is the sanctuary, these are the rules, XYZ, the first founding Saviors. No, we didn't get that. That's all I was saying. You see me getting excited at the last scene when y'all know what time it was. His first Lucille. But no, we got my guy. You talking 90% of the video. Scenes from the movie or a series, 10%. Please stop talking so much. And when you do talk over it, stop pausing it. Listen. At this point, I've had like 5 to 10 videos blocked, and I either had to edit that part out. Sometimes I just and I'm not talking about blocked partially. I'm talking about blocked worldwide. No one can watch it. I either had to edit that part out, like when it came to YouTube, like, oh hey, or sometimes they don't even show me, or I'll have to edit it and I can't get it in enough time, so that day didn't get a video. Sorry, it is what it is. So I'm gonna try what I can to get the video up, but nah, I'm not doing the extra stuff just for my video to get blocked. And you also got to look at it like this. Other reaction channels, when they're doing just random reactions, that's why I'm trying to switch up my formula. When they're doing random reactions, they can post every day. When they're doing shows and movies and stuff like that, they'll either have a reserves and just post videos whenever. And that's the rare occasion. Those are the that's like the normies, the multiple people, you know what I'm saying? That where you have multiple people working on this, but it's just me who works over 50 hours a week and comes home and gets like, bruh, so sleep deprived, post a reaction to a show and movies every day. No sir. No sir. This person says, now we're getting into my first episode of Game of Thrones. Even when I gave my little disclaimer, bro, you talk too much over the dialogue to understand what's happening. Now when it comes to that one, you know, the other one was more talking about cutting things out, and this one is kind of, you know, in the same vein, but, you know, talking. I'm not one of those people who's gonna get on the video and just be like this. Like, even like let's say I had all the time in the world and I could have the videos exactly how I want them to be, you know, but I still have to deal with, even if I don't have to deal with any, you know, copyright or stuff like that, I'm not gonna be in a video like these. So when I'm talking, like, there's not gonna be a time when there's a scene, maybe every once in a while, but for the most part, there's not gonna be a time when there's a scene and I keep it in the video and I don't say anything. So if a clip is going to be in my video, I'm going to be saying something about the clip or something. Now, do I go on a tangent too sometimes? Yeah, I'm guilty of that. This person says, I enjoyed your reactions, but you're taking too much notice of I'm guessing it's supposed to be posers who tell you how to think. That is a waste of time for you. Ignore the haters and the ones telling you how to think. Enjoy the ride, not the hecklers, please. Yeah, when it come to me, and we're gonna see in a second when I find that comment that I was talking about earlier, but for the most part, when I say things, bruh, a lot of the times I be trolling, like, and not trolling against someone else's expense, but I just be saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? Besides you, Planet, I'ma just call you Planet, bro. I don't even want to bro you right now. When you first started commenting, I'm like, okay, I don't really, you know, it's a comment, so you can't really know how they're saying something. And I saw like maybe your third one, and I'm like, okay, well, at least, I mean, he's commenting this much, so, you know, at least he's watching the whole video, and maybe he's someone who's like off rip is gonna like do roasting little jokes. Okay, cool, whatever. Let him do his thing. And I was gonna wait for this video to like see where he responds when I say something about it. Then he did one video when he was talking about what kind of black man is talking about gossiping about Queen of the North in the workplace. Did you not hear? Someone said a manager. We were talking about it because he was talking about the manager, someone we work with every day. reminded her the Queen of the North. That's when I came back and followed up like, oh, who did you say you're talking about? Because I didn't know if he was talking about Cersei. All I remember was Queen. Bro, don't assume shit, bro. Get out my. Ugh. I deleted that one. To this day, this is like my 8th channel I had, not 8th. Let's just say like 4th. That's just me. I had channels like with other people and stuff like that, but like 4th channel, that's just me. Maybe 5th. I don't know. Or let's just say 4th and 5th, because main channel and this channel was created on the same day. But that's like the 3rd comment I ever had to delete. Ever. That one was probably the only one that I got, like, I felt some type of way. Other times, I just kind of be like, bro, what is this dude talking about? Literally, less than a minute later, 30 seconds later, I'm on some new stuff. Don't care. This person says, it's incredible how good you are at predicting things. Spoiler alert for Lost in Space, but actually, I'm going to just make it vague. I think this person is talking about what I was saying with the robots and their origins. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Check out my Lost in Space reactions. Alright, so this person says, I think he was making a double entendre. So this is the part this is what he's referring to.
Exhilarating as those balls and masquerades you like to throw.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else, my guy. Alright, so when I figured it was a double entendre from the writers, but I didn't think it was a double entendre from the character, if that makes sense. Like, it's like one of those things where it's like, where like you'll watch a show and like, you know, okay, the main character did this, but does this person know about it? And they'll say something, you're like, ooh, that sounds like they know. And you're like, the writer, you know, put that in there, so like, do they know? So I didn't know if it was one of those things where it's like, okay, he knows what time it was when it came to him. Okay, alright, so this is the comment I wanted to get to. Great reaction, as always. I'm afraid that it's dipping into negativity rather often. I'm interested to know about the things that you like as much or more than the things you don't. Still, the honesty of your genuine reaction is the most important thing. To thine own self be true. Thanks for sharing your own thoughts. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Alright, I guess I'll just give my thoughts on season 1 like in one sentence. It's probably the only season of any series where I can't go, that episode I don't like. I can't go to a single episode and say I don't like. Now there's episodes where I'm like, obviously it's not at the high of this episode, but there's never, so far I have not have an episode where I'm like, yeah, I could have skipped on that one. I could have skipped on that one. No cap. Also, like I just said a couple minutes ago, I be trolling. So like, besides maybe my blacklist, and maybe when I'm about to put someone in my blacklist, I be trolling. All right, so this one I'm like trolling like no one has said this. I was just saying this like as in like, before anyone gets in my comments saying this, I'm basing her character on what I see right now. Really? Season 3, episode 4 just shows you why Sansa's the best character, so you're canceled. Like, unsubscribe. JK wasn't even subscribed in the first place, but I just subbed just to unsubscribe, just so I can tell you I unsubscribed. Dislike. Also, Planet gonna talk about that was the one, that was what kind of got me like, okay, I'm not gonna really focus on you before you commented that workplace thing. Planet talk about, stop that fake laugh, it's corny. Bro, get out my comments with that. But yeah, I be trolling like a lot of the quote unquote negative things I be saying, unless it comes to Viserys or Joffrey. Also, someone said, like the episode when I split my reaction, I was, like I said, I get a couple hours sleep. I don't know if I said it in this video, but I get a couple hours sleep. So I'd be tired. So I thought I could do it. So I just waited until like I was on my off day on work and then reacted to it. Reacted to the rest of it. So I was literally tired. That's why I was like, okay, I'm not about to do this justice. Let me split it up. But I just want to go from how, if you only see my Game of Thrones reactions, I don't know why I just took this off. Want to go from how I am in this. So if we go to The Walking Dead, which is considered, you know, before season 9, I will consider it my favorite show. Even like, you know, when people started leaving it, season 7, season 6, 7, 8, and stuff like that, I was still watching until season 9. And the main reason for me not watching it is because of the I forgot what they're called, the studio. I forgot what it's called in TV, but the film studio. Most of my problems stem from them. But we go from how we talking in Fear the Walking. I mean, how we talking in Game of Thrones to this. Some people just not gonna give a fuck. They gonna. So basically, what the gist of this was. So this is worst episode ever. And when I'm saying worst episode ever, I'm saying in show history. Yeah, it's probably worse than Fly on Breaking Bad. Y'all don't know what that is. That's like an episode of them trying to kill a fly. And that's also an AMC production. Anyways, this is season 10, episode 21. Usually they have 16 episodes. So around season 15, I don't know if it was during the filming or maybe it was the editing process, is when, you know, pandemic started. So they had to postpone like the which would have been the finale. I don't know the exact thing because at the time I stopped watching because of other reasons. Because of the reasons that I was talking about with the studio. They stopped between episode 15 and 16, and then it was the pandemic. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think they added episode 17 through 22, like to be like, oh hey, yeah, sorry for the wait. So here's a couple episodes. So I'm like, I understand that the pandemic had effect on this, but there's no excuse. All right, some people just not gonna give a fuck. They gonna just do whatever. Others are gonna make it with strict guidelines, rules, and regulations, all that. And other people are gonna hold off. AMC's like, nah, we don't care. Okay, get tested. Okay, you can film. Do that scene. I'm like, bro, what is this episode? And that was just what I was talking about in the intro. This episode and another episode of another series, I literally in the middle of the episode just started ordering food. Episode of Fear the Walking Dead, I'm like, I mean, granted, the episode of Fear the Walking Dead, that was literally a work responsibility that I had to do. But I could have did it after or before the reaction, but I'm like, you know, I'm going to do it now because this episode is trash. If I don't like something, I'm going to say it. And another thing about that, you're talking about, you know, say things that you like. You know, I had to jump into it, bro. Like, there's hella characters in this. That's like if you took Avengers Infinity War, made it a series, and just threw someone in there without not knowing anything about any of it. Just like, okay, I know there's a guy who can crawl on the walls like a spider. And I know there's a guy who has like a glove that can do like stuff to it, and there's like some wizard. That's all I know. That was basically how much knowledge I had. Like, if we're trying to use some sort of metaphor. Please don't tell me that was loud. If we're trying to use some sort of metaphor. So obviously I can't be like, the only thing I can really say is, oh, baby girl look good, or oh, I see the fit, like, or oh, that's a fire shot. Other than that, I gotta know the characters, bro. I did not know the characters. I know some characters. Tyrion, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Arya, she cool so far. She ain't got that much story yet, but she seemed cool. Um, who else? I'm trying to think of all the characters. Daenerys, I gotta wait. I gotta wait to see how you finna pull up season 2 and 3 type stuff. You could be cool. You could be cool. You come with that energy, but I need to know where you gonna direct that energy, or how your energy gonna be when you direct it. Jamie and Cersei. Besides y'all's whole little incestual thing, like, I'm gonna just keep you to the side. I don't really hate you, but like, y'all some weird. Tywin, people people in the comments saying you could be that guy later, but so far, I don't know. Maybe it's because I got a soft spot for Tyrion, and you don't you don't respect my mans. I mess with most of the Starks too. I mean, some of the Starks you be keeping to the background. I forget they even existed. Like literally the little one, not Bran, the little one. I'm like, when I saw it in the reaction, I'm like, kid look familiar. Then 30 seconds later, I'm like, ain't he one of the Stark kids, bro? Then I edited the reaction, and I'm like, yeah, I think he was one of the Stark kids, bro. You don't get that much screen time. Sorry, like, I'm not gonna remember your 30 seconds 6 episodes ago, so I can't really say nothing about you. But yeah, I gotta know the characters. I gotta know the. Hopefully, this histories and lore video is not spoiler for seasons coming up. It's just talking about the season that just happened. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I know I talked hella long in this one, and I did not reply to like the actual ones, but I think I'm recording one soon, and I don't think I would have that much comments to catch back up on. I went from 3 months to 3 weeks, so I should be able to do more for next time. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next one. It's been a reaction by the world's coolest nerd, and I'm out. Peace.